Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're gonna go forage some American Beautyberry, Callicarpa Americana. American Beautyberry is a great berry to make jellies and jams with. It's got a real beautiful purple color to it. The plant is a nice landscaping bush. It's good for the birds, it looks pretty, and you can even use the leaves as a mosquito repellent. We're gonna go harvest a little bit of berries right now. Got a little colander, and I'm on a boardwalk from A1A that goes all the way down to the beach, and there is a ton of beautyberries along this whole trail here. So this is about a mile long stretch, and it's nice and shaded, so it'll be good to go harvest some beautyberry. And then I'll talk a little bit about the plant and the berries themselves. And then I'm gonna attempt to make a jam or a jelly. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's go get some berries. So all this is a pretty big shrub right here. And you can see all of those little berries. Those are the ones you want. The nice purple color. It's a really beautiful plant. So I'm gonna stop and harvest a couple of these. The birds like it. You can see the birds got a little bit of them here. So you wanna leave a little bit for the birds. So I'll stop at this bush and keep making my way down. So here's a good visual of the unripe berries. You don't want to eat the green berries. You want to wait till they turn purple. So you can kind of see they start green, start turning purple, until eventually they get down to this real dark, rich purple. That's when you know they're ready. All right, everyone, we're back here at my little food forest, and this is one of my American Beautyberry bushes that I have. This one is only a couple months old, but it has grown very quickly, and it is already starting to have a little bit of fruit, although not nearly as much as what you guys saw when I was collecting it out in the wild. This is Callicarpa Americana, American Beautyberry. It's also been called the beauty bush, and sometimes the French mulberry, even though it is not from France and it's not related to mulberries. So we'll start with a couple of the facts and features of this plant. American Beautyberry is native to Central and Southeastern United States. It is identified as a deciduous shrub that can grow 3 to 6 feet tall, sometimes larger out in the wild. It has large opposite leaves, and they are elliptical to ovate, and they have very sawtoothed edges on the leaf. So this is your typical beautyberry leaf here. The flowers cluster around the stem, and the flowers are somewhat pinkish and have a funnel shape with 4 clefts on each flower. The fruit goes from a green to a deep purple, and they each contain roughly 2 to 4 seeds in each little berry. The berries are edible once they're ripe, although there is not a whole lot of flavor to them when they're raw. Yeah, not a whole lot of flavor. They are slightly astringent in taste and flavor, but nothing offensive. You know, like I said, it's not really, doesn't have a whole lot of sweetness, no sourness, no bitterness. Just doesn't taste like much. Time of year, so spring to fall is when they will start flowering and fruiting. And right now it is September here in Northeast Florida, and the beautyberry is ripe all over the place. Further north, it will be later in the summer and later in the fall when you start to get the berries. The range is most of the Atlantic coast all the way up to Virginia and south to Florida, and then all along the Gulf Coast from Florida all the way through Texas, and then up north through Oklahoma and Arkansas. The environment, they like dry to moist areas, usually in open woods, thickets, hammocks. That area that I harvested all this fruit from was a hammock between the dunes and the beach. They also enjoy part sun, part shade. Most of them are going to be in a slightly shaded hammock. So like I said, you can eat them raw, or you can cook them, dry them, make a tea. But the main thing that beautyberry is used for, and mostly for the color, is used for making jellies and jams. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you what to do, or how to make it. The leaves themselves, if you crush and rub them, have almost like a citronella scent to them. But you can crush them and then rub them on your skin, and it's supposed to repel insects and mosquitoes. Although I haven't proven that yet, but I should do that in another video, see if it is just as good or equivalent to your mosquito repellent. But we'll have to give that a try. Definitely doesn't smell bad, not offensive to me anyway, and it does kind of have a citronella scent to it. Right off the bat, a lot of people think this bush is poisonous, these berries are poisonous. They are not. It's a common mistake. The color of the fruit, this deep dark purple color, suggests that it contains some anthocyanins, which are basically antioxidant flavonoids. So there is some health and medicinal benefits to the fruit. The Native Americans used American Beautyberry for quite a few medicinal purposes. So you can dry the berries and use them as a medicinal tea. You can also utilize the roots for a lot of things. The Native Americans used the roots as a diuretic, also to help with the edema, dysentery, stomachache, colic, and more recently, the leaves can be used crushed in a sweat bath to help with malaria, rheumatism, and also the fever. It is very hot out here, and I'm pretty much done talking about the properties of this, so let's get in the kitchen and show you how to make a jelly or a jam. American Beautyberry. All right, let's get in the AC. color. That's pretty amazing. Wow. All right, you guys. The Beautyberry jelly is done. It kind of turned out a little more jammy than jelly, but still good. I don't know if you guys can see this color here, but it's beautiful. It is beautiful. And it tastes really good. Check that out. So good. All right, let's give it a try. No, it's really, really good. Super sweet from all that sugar. The flavor's pretty mild. It's comparable to like a grape jelly, grape jam, or maybe even strawberry. It's really good though. Super good, y'all. Highly recommend this. The batch I did made about 8 of these 8-ounce jars. Plenty to give to family and friends. Really good gift. Super unique. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Every week, I'm going to try a new video with some sort of garden edible or a plant, and possibly a recipe or a way to cook or utilize it. So this is American Beautyberry, American Beautyberry Jam. You guys hit that hype button, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, I'll be pumping out videos similar to this every week, and if anything, you learn something. Hopefully you guys get the itch to go out and forage or grow your own plants. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks, everybody.